Hi, my name is Sasha Gibson, and I'm going to be reviewing a social story that is written for an elementary school age student with autism spectrum disorder. To give a little bit of background information about this student, we will refer to him as Billy for a pseudonym. He is 9 years old, and he is verbal and has a pretty expansive, receptive, and expressive vocabulary with decent interverbal skills. He engages in a lot of perseverance related to when he is upset about something, he will continue to talk about it long after the event has finished, and when access is denied or conditions are not preferred conditions and cannot be changed for him, he will perseverate on the topic to the point of it escalating into a tantrum. So for this student, we are doing social stories that teach about the difference between helpful language and hurtful language, and how that helpful language can help a situation and hurtful language can continue to make it worse. And we are also introducing the concept of reframing to him, so that in the event that we see this perseverance in his dialogue, we can start to derail it with having him identify if he's engaging in helpful or hurtful language. And once he identifies that hurtful language, having him reframe it in a way that makes it helpful. So I'm going to model the helpful and hurtful language social story as well as the reframing social story that we go over with him before we then move into hypothetical scenarios where he answers questions about helpful and hurtful. So we'll start with the helpful. Helpful language makes people feel better about something that might make them feel bad. Helpful language is designed to make a tough situation and turn it into a good situation. Helpful language is supportive and it is encouraging. Helpful language should be comforting when a person feels sad or angry or afraid. Helpful language is used in an inside voice, and we use a calm tone of voice. Helpful language is designed to help the situation. Next, we'll do the hurtful language. So hurtful language makes people upset, or it might make people more upset when they're already in a tough situation. Hurtful language does not change the situation. Hurtful language allows a bad situation to stay bad. Hurtful language does not make people feel supported. Hurtful language can make people sad, angry, or afraid. Hurtful language comes in many forms, so we need to be careful to not use an outdoor voice or an angry tone of voice when we're upset. People don't want to talk to us when we use hurtful language. The last concept for this student is reframing. Reframing is when you take the bad and you turn it into something good. You can reframe when you take all the bad words out of a statement. We can turn hurtful language into helpful language with some helpful tips. Use an indoor voice. Use a happy or calm tone of voice. Avoid using an outdoor voice. Avoid using angry or sarcastic tone of voice. Take out all the bad words and don't use words that mean bad things. Don't use inappropriate or vulgar language, and try to put a positive spin on things. Some examples of reframing are: a hurtful statement would be, "This is stupid," but we could reframe that as, "Well, I would prefer to do something else." Another hurtful statement would be, "I will never get this right," but we could reframe that to, "I need help with this right now." A hurtful statement would be, "This weather sucks," but we could reframe that into, "Well, maybe the sun will come out tomorrow." We have been using the concepts of helpful, hurtful, and reframing with moderate success right now, but our hope is to be able to get him to reliably be able to label his language as helpful as hurtful in order to interrupt a behavior escalation, interrupt topic perseverance, and give the parents and the school personnel some dialogue options for when they see this behavior in other settings.